Welcome back to another episode of the Bear Trap on the Boom Bust channel, a Bears podcast by a Bears fan. I'm your host Terry, and today we are going to have a film session. Going to the film to look at our red zone plays. If you did not catch the recap, I talked about how I pulled up the run plays expecting something different. We only had one run that was over 10 yards. That was the big run by Swift. And the rest of it, especially if you take away that amount of yards, we really didn't have a great average rush, and so a lot of those plays were smaller. So we're going to the red zone, and I wanted to do this last week. I mean, I watched it myself, but I wanted to do a session. Just ran out of time, very busy week. So we're going to do the red zone session this week, and I think obviously that's an important piece to this whole thing in terms of offense being efficient and prolific. So last week I could do a little bit of comparison once we see these plays, but we're gonna go ahead. This is the first one, and just to let you know, after the touchdown to DJ Moore, that's going to be it, because the last two are kneel downs. All right, so this is the misplay that a lot of people talked about. All right, so we got a deuce stack here, and then we got tight end, probably another receiver on that side. So it's setting up to me like it was a fake. It was a pump and go. Really, you could have threw the bubble, but it looked like a pump and go to Keenan Allen. Got picked up, so either this was planned or not. DJ Moore said, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead too. And I honestly don't know if that play is really... I don't know if that throw is really within range of DJ Moore. I just saw some comments about him not running through the route, and he definitely didn't run it full speed as if it was a true route, but the trajectory of the ball, I don't really know if he would have been able to catch that. So that's just one of those ones where we talk about Caleb's deep accuracy, but that's one of those ones where I think the ball might have got away from him. And honestly, I think maybe you probably just throw that bubble. But overall, I just think the play didn't really work out the way everybody wanted it to. So anyway, we go to our next play. We put in slow motion. So we start a little bit of a bunch trips to the left. Then we're going to motion over. End up in a 2x2. Give the handoff to Swift. Doesn't get a whole lot. So we'll look at the tight copy. So emotional doomsday over. We run a split zone. Split inside zone, and at least at this picture we can see, well, you got the extra blocker here as well to help out with Braxton. So these guys are one-on-one. There's no combo. We don't get to the linebacker here. Kind of one-on-one here, and then really you got to kick out the edge if you commit. So if you go back, the technical edge player goes inside, Wright does his job and takes him. So really, Komet should just go to linebacker and work the next level, which he does, because the linebacker feels, and Swift just kind of works off that. And once again, I mean, look, I know people are going to be like, Swift had a day, but these are the things, and I'm realizing, the nuances of running backs. That's not always one that I was able to break down the way it should be, but you talk about running through contact in short spaces, balance through contact. That hasn't been Swift. Swift is an open field running back. And so instead of hitting, accelerating this hole and getting what he can. He tries to make a move and get outside, and the Rams are able to take it down. And so I'm not going to put the whole lot on the O-line right there. I mean, everybody kind of where they ended up where they needed to be. You're not always going to get the combo to the linebacker, but Swift, I think you could have got more yards had you just, went through the contact. So, all right, we got a bunch of trips that we're going to motion, similar to the last play. And they motion to almost a stack. I like that set. And they did that a lot the first week with Keenan. Man, two wide open people. So let's look at what we got. I see two wide open people, but at the top of the drop, let's see what the pass concept is. So 1, 2, 3, hitch, pass concept. So we got Odunze coming across on the inside like a drag. Nothing else is formed yet. But we have Roshan coming underneath on a mesh concept. And this is smart because so Roshan didn't block anybody. So they were coached to do this. Typically when a mesh concept happens, you try to get out here, whether you're a receiver or a running back, you try to get out here and run this drag at the exact same time. They did this as pretty much a clear out where Odunze came across, and once he got across, then Roshan came out, and it was wide open clear. Great design. Then it looks like two corner routes, which I like because that's going to pull all the attention. And so backside, that's who we missing. This is Keenan Allen. So Keenan is running a skinny post underneath a corner. I don't necessarily love that, but in the red zone, it's a shorter distance. So it's almost like a slant. And Caleb just locks on, man. If I had to guess. Yeah, he's locked in. He's waiting. He sees the safety clear. So he's reading these concepts better and better. Safety, reading the progression. But he's locking in on what he wants. He never even considers that is wide open. And that's just tough. And I do think they get the interference, which, it's kind of iffy, but whatever. And then I think this is the touchdown that they were talking about all day on ESPN 1000, because that's what I was listening to when I was driving home. And they were all about Doug Kramer because he's from Hinsdale South or one of those places. The same place that our rookie tackle is from. I mean, well, we'll go to the tight copy, but 1 yard line go 1 yard line. 1 yard goal line play, excuse me. We'll look, hey, you can always break down a run play, but we'll just kind of go through, see what was what. Ended up being like a power play, I think. Yeah. Let me see. Collapse down. Really? That was Mercedes Lewis. Give your touchdown to Mercedes Lewis. So here's the thing. Because I know there's a lot of Matt Pryor fans, and I'm not trying to yuck on your yum. But I don't know this is yum. Matt Pryor pulls. Again, if it's a trap, he kicking out the edge. My thought would be on the power, he's kicking this out. He's not there in time. He doesn't really get there. Kramer might have been kicking him out and doing a power G. But no, his path didn't look like it. I'm not sure. Either way, Mercedes Lewis bailed him out because he went 2 for 1. He grabbed 2 people. That allowed Pryor, instead of going up here, he was able to get outside to the last person. And he doesn't even make that block. As you can see, Pryor whiffs on that. So slow, you watch Mercedes, collision, gets 2 for 1. That's the reason you got a touchdown on that play. All right, let's keep it moving. We got a 2x2 close set. Now, again, timing is one thing, but that ball was never going to be caught. That was out of bounds. All right, top of the drop, and this is a double move, as we can see. But we got to speed out. Actually, no, it's 3 double moves. Whoa, I can't tell you I've seen that a lot. DJ is going to out and up, and he's wide open. Of course, it's not looking. Keenan's going to hitch and go. And then, of course, Odunze is going to out and up as well. And then we got a post across the middle to get the safeties. I love that design, especially on a quick drop. Hard, but this is the thing. You got to make a decision because it's going to be a pump. It's a quick drop, it's a pump, and then you're going. So you got to make a decision prior to the snap which way you going. Okay? So obviously the strength is over here because this is where the other receiver is. So he's thinking, okay, I'm going to go here. Out is going to get the safety eyes away from him. And then also this, whatever route you want to call it, across the middle, that's going to occupy. So he goes one-on-one. Just a bad throw. A little bit of a hold, too. They could have called that. I don't know if they did. I don't think they did. But that was a bad throw. That was a cool concept. I mean, a lot of open people on that one. All right, next play. 2x2, wide to the field side. All right, top of the drop, none yet. Let's see what he's ended up. All right, so curl, out breaking route, vertical route. Komet coming over the middle, do some type of curl, and once again, am I going crazy? But when we get sacks and incompletions and all that, it usually has to do something with this play. I don't think this play is as user friendly as some people think. So this is second and long, whatever, but we're in the red zone. So Caleb could have easily took this check down. Not sure why he didn't. He's staring at Keenan. Keenan doesn't clear, but even though Keenan doesn't clear, you should see one-on-one DJ Moore. And I'm a little salty because I would have won my bet. I lost my same game parlay for the Bears game by 3 receiving yards from DJ Moore. So yes, I'm a little salty on that. But you could have saw that. So he works his eyes over here. Obviously, Komet's not going to be open. And I don't know why he took off, but he got sacked. And that concept variation, once again, hitch, vertical to pull, the deep safety, little out route. Same thing. All right, we got a 2x2 here, no motion. Close formation. Run the ball here. Pick up a first down. I can see it was not that far to go, but not too many yards. All right, so let's see what we run. We got our extra blocker. He's off the line. Yep. split zone. That's what I was kind of thinking since he was off the line. Again, this is a more odd front type look, so this DN plays the blocker, leaving the edge. Roshan cuts it back, gets the first. Let's see what we got. We got a wide. So this is a little bit of a difficult look because you got a wide technique, and then you also got a second level defender inside of that. Technically, Darnell should go to Lake and let the wide man be wide, but you know, whatever. And then you also got this 3 technique here, so that makes it tough. So you got to go 1 for 1. They leave Lake. And again, I don't know. I mean, you're running towards that side, so I guess, but you know, that's just a tough formation. So they should be combo here up to next level, which they don't really have. And I should maybe go to the wide because, yeah, they're in a 3-4, but they only got 1 linebacker. So, very weird formation. They got a 3-4 on the first level, but they don't have the other linebacker. And so this is technically more of a nickel dime look, but whatever. So a little bit of a funky formation. Who is this? Not Pryor. Nate doesn't get much movement. I mean, because, yeah, you still got this lane here, but not much movement. So he doesn't want to bubble. He wants the first down, so he cuts it back. This double is fine. There's really nowhere to go. And then Komet kind of seals off the edge. Actually, so Verse, yeah, Verse bumps outside. So really, Komet probably should have just sealed off Verse, but whatever. Effectively the same thing. We get the first down. Now this play is interesting. This does not mean anything. There's a couple things that I called during this game, and one of the things was this diamond formation. Caleb put up a sign that kind of looked like University of Miami to you, and for whatever reason in my mind I was like diamond formation, and that's exactly what they end up doing. I don't know what I correlate that to. Maybe somewhere in the back of my brain I heard someone say that, but yeah, I called that before it happened. I kind of, you know, I was in the bar, so I was excited, and people's probably looking at me crazy, but that's cool. So let's see. Yeah, this is I don't know if this is a fake, but they set it up where they could have won a bubble, 1-on-1 backside. It probably should have been a bubble, or at least designed to be. And then Caleb throws that away, or at least I hope he throws it away. So let's see. I mean, one guy, I mean, yeah, you definitely could have. And I can't, let's back out. So this is 1st and 10 from the 14. So this is first down. So, yeah, you didn't need a first. I mean, you got numbers here, even though they got a linebacker. Caleb didn't like that look. He liked the 1-on-1 matchup. Safety sits flat, really. I'm not sure what route it was supposed to be, but I will say, had they just ran a skinny post, that would have been a touchdown. But, yeah. All right, go to our next one. All right, we motion 2x2, 2 tight ends, 1 off. Run a zone read. Caleb's able to get a few yards. I mean, not much to really talk about there. Verse is gonna come down, so this is a wide lead. Now, here's one of the problems. Komet, you're not supposed to hit him. He already took himself out of the play. Komet, you're supposed to avoid him and get up, because you see DJ coming on the crackback, and then Komet should have avoided him, came up here second level. Komet commits. DJ is in good blocking position, but we didn't need a ton of yards, and Caleb didn't want to go no contact, so that's it right there. But Komet should have actually, unless he was taught to do that, but typically in a wide lead, you don't block the read key. Even if it's not a true read and you want to just actually run the quarterback, you still, most times, you're going to lead that. Now, they might have been cautious and said, hey, we don't want the quarterback to get hit at all, so take him out. But obviously, if we did a true wide lead, that would have been a better play. Okay, 2x2 short set. Actually, not 2x2. Sorry, we got a empty set. We got a close, really a deuce close, and then one running back outside wide. I like that formation. Is this the touchdown? Yes, it is. I could tell by what DJ was running. All right, so this is our last play. Let's see what we got. And an excellent catch by DJ before we say anything. All right, top of the drop. We got one outbreaker. I don't really know what this was here. Komet. What? Komet run. I don't understand that. To be honest, probably should have kept running. But anyway, whatever this was, a little option route. He starts on a speed out, then converts it to a hitch. Swift goes on a fade ball. You got Everett looking like a slant. Sorry for all the rewinding. Yeah, basically a slant. Then you got Odunze just kind of boxing out, and then you basically got a skinny post by DJ Moore. Got him on a linebacker. I mean, great throw, great catch. And you can see Caleb is looking for Odunze. He sees the safety sits, so he works his eyes back. Obviously, he could have went over the middle easily. He could have. That might have been a touchdown itself, but he works his way back to DJ, sees a little bit of space, gives him something to catch. There we go. All right. Overall, man, look, I'll say this. I was definitely, I wouldn't say tough, but I was very, I was noticing a lot of critiques about Shane Waldron, like, throughout the first few weeks. But over those weeks, I still have to say he has evolved each time. Now, I don't think we hit the right combination yet, but he has evolved where there's certain things they're not doing, whether it be helping, having an extra tight end to run inside zone to help Braxton now so he doesn't get driven all the way back. Whether it's last week where we ran a lot of duo, a lot of combo, because our inside zone wasn't working. And so he switched things up. He gave a lot of interesting looks. But overall, you know, we still got to work our way there. But as I said in the recap, Caleb getting a little better. But pre-snap penalties, a lot of that sloppy stuff, we're still gelling. We're still getting on the same page, but it is improving. So anyway, that's it for me. Go down to the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share it around. Get the conversation started. Thumbs up, subscribe. And remember, stay up and bear down.